All right, everyone, welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I'm Joshua Jacob. On today's show, we have a very special guest. We have Valley Lights. So, welcome back on the
Yeah.
show. It's such a blessing to have you on. We had an interview last year, and here we are for a follow-up. So, welcome back.
No, thank you, Josh, man. I appreciate you for having me back. Glad to see you made it to Vegas, man. And
Sure.
lots been going on for both of us, I think. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to chatting it up with you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, and I'm really happy for you. So much in store for you and a lot of new projects you're working on and very cool music video, Life on the Edge. Like, wow, what a release on that one. Uh,
Thank you, dude.
but yeah, dude. So, I mean, I kind of figure a lot of viewers know your story. If you want to share a little bit of the background on your journey, that way those that are not familiar with you, they get familiar with you, and then we can go from there on where you're at now.
Yeah, definitely, man. I kind of did music my whole life and kind of fell out of it, and then discovered this music scene, synthwave, retro wave, which is very
Yeah,
heavily like 80s inspired kind of music, and
yeah,
just totally fell in love with it because I felt like a lot of it was my vibe, like kind of doesn't take itself too seriously, but then it's easy to share like a lot of emotion in it as well. So I was
yeah,
like, that's me, like I have a lot of feelings and a lot of things I need to express, but also like I like to have fun and just like
yeah.
not take myself too seriously. And so I
That's cool.
really just connected with it. And yeah, I put out my first album, which is called Two Lane Highway,
Mm.
basically end of 2023, and then have been playing shows, working on new music. And yeah, I put out a new music video recently, which is Life on the Edge, which you
Yeah.
mentioned, and gearing up towards releasing my sophomore album, probably in like 2 or 3 months, and that's called Devil May Care. And I'm just super
Mm.
excited to get that
Wow,
out. And
man.
yeah, just working, man. I just had an amazing show down in San Diego, my first time playing there with some
Wow.
good friends, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's been great, man, and just loving the journey.
Well, that's what it's about is the journey. And man, thanks for sharing that journey itself. I mean, it's always a blessing to hear just your story again. But
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to ask what age or what year did you start Valley Lights when you just I guess discovered yourself to be like, hey, I want to do this full time.
I don't think I started doing Valley Lights until I was like 36, man.
Really? Oh
Like,
wow, man.
yeah. Yeah, so I had kind of fallen out of music and just I had done other stuff, but no, this is a relatively new project, and yeah, man, it's just
That's
been a blast
interesting.
to
Wow.
fall in love with something over again and just feel that energy again. So it's been great.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned that because there's times where I've interviewed other musicians and artists that they've taken a break, right? They started and then it just for some, it's interesting on that because I want to really highlight on this for those listening is sometimes we do need those breaks. We need that time to rediscover ourselves, because I feel like what's meant for you, that purpose, will really come on a later time. It may not be ready for when you were wanting to figure things out back then, but then look at 36, it was the time for you to come up with this idea of Valley Lights and look where it's at now. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%, dude. I mean, like
Yeah.
I don't know. We just never know what life has in store for us,
Yeah,
and
seriously.
I just think it's important to, just not get bogged down in the negativity of it. It's like obviously we all go through, you know, bad experiences or whatever, and we feel like giving up. And what I've learned is it's important to not give up and to just
Mm,
keep pushing because you never know what's going to be on the other side. Like
that's right.
I'm finally doing like what I've always wanted to do, and it feels
Wow.
great. And it's just the thing is you got to keep going. You
Yep.
can't just give up on whatever your dream is or whatever you're doing. You gotta try to just push through it because there is something good on the other side.
I agree, man. Totally agree on that. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, those watching, yeah, if you're working on something, you're wanting to try something new, whatever it is, just yeah, don't, it's easier said than done at times, but just keep going one day at a time. Just don't give up. Keep learning. We all have to learn this until we leave this earth. We all have to learn every day of something we're doing. But that's awesome for Valley Lights here, where he
I mean, Yeah,
dude.
the other thing is like what I realized is, and you know, it's easier said than done, but like I basically realized like I was just living my whole life in fear in a lot
Oh,
of ways.
bro.
Just like I don't know, just like I was afraid of pursuing what I really wanted to do because I was afraid of failing or you know whatever. That we have a
Yeah.
million
Oh, yeah.
insecurities, and again, easier said than done, but like I feel like I started living my best life when I stopped being afraid, when I just said, you know what, fuck it, man, like I'm gonna do this and I don't care what the repercussions are. Like this is who I am, this is what I've always wanted to be,
Heck
and I'm
yeah,
just gonna
dude.
do it. And it was just like letting go of that fear that I had let rule my life, and now I finally feel happy, you know, doing what I'm doing and living my life.
That's awesome, man. And that's very important too. Like, because I've been through it too. It's the fear. It's
Yeah.
the one that holds you back, and the questioning, right? We go through, we're our self own, what is it? Our own critics, right?
Hmm.
And it sucks, man, because sometimes we do hold ourselves back from opportunities that are
Oh
lined
yeah.
up, and then we let fear get in the way, like you said. There's times where we start doubting ourselves, thinking like, well, what about if I mess up, people will laugh?
Hmm.
What happens if I mess up and it doesn't go the way I thought, and then that's it?
Yeah.
But dude, good for you in overcoming that. And that's not an easy thing to overcome.
Well, and you too, Matt. I mean, on our last interview, he was still out in El Paso, Texas, and he was talking about moving. And so kudos to you too,
Oh,
man. You're out in Vegas now. I'm proud of you, man. That's
well,
dope.
thanks, man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that right there, like I said earlier before we started, thank you. That wasn't an easy journey either. I mean, you would think just popping up onto the horse and heading out from Texas to Vegas and be like, "All right, I'm here." No, dude.
No,
There
it's
was times
not.
where, like I said, I almost moved back to El Paso because I was letting my mind and certain things get to me, where I was like, maybe this was the wrong choice in moving up here. But saying that, when
Yeah.
you're at the point of the edge of when you almost want to give up, when you're almost at the edge of saying, okay, I've had it all, I've tried my best, I believe, and I'm speaking for myself, that's where my faith comes in with God, where He says, now I can work. Because when you accept where you're supposed to be and you accept it without fighting it, that's when doors open. And
Yeah.
me, I had part of me back home and part of myself trying to work it out here for a new start. It wouldn't work like that because I wasn't surrendering, leaving that chapter behind me back home when I was still kind of like, well, I miss this back home. I miss this back home. I don't have it here. I don't have it here. That's not how life works, bro. It's like you leave a chapter, you leave it behind, you start fresh, and you let go.
Mhm.
I wasn't doing that. And that's why it was hard because there was a lot of pushback because I was on the fence. So that
Yeah.
moment when I was at my lowest, I finally surrendered. And I finally said, "All right, look, I gave it my best. I'm here. I need to make it work." And right when I let go, dude, doors were like opening left and right. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's what it was, bro. It just surrendered, just let go. Just
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm here. I'm gonna make it work. I left home. I left back home. That stays there. And then once, yeah, it was just a beautiful thing that happened, and I'm glad it did.
No,
So,
I mean the jump is always the scariest part,
oh,
whether it's
dude.
a new
Yeah.
career, whether it's, you know, getting, you know, doing your art or making a move, but it's like the jump is scary, but I always know that I'm gonna land on my feet. And that the jump is still scary, but I just
Yeah.
remind myself, dude, you know you're gonna land on your feet, so just do it, right? Get
Just
over
do it,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and I totally agree, bro. And I'm so glad, bro, that are doing what you're doing. It's so cool, right? Like who you are in this, right? In that
Thanks,
what
man.
the 80s style realm of all this. It fits you so well, bro.
Oh,
And that's
thanks,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
No.
dude. I mean, and then the music videos. I mean, bro, your last video with that, what was it? What was it called that I was very
No, the cinematography.
yeah, on that, but the other video was about your ex kind of, right? Like
Oh, on giving up on you. Yeah.
yeah, dude, that video touched me a lot, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
because
when
that
was
I
it?
felt that, bro. I felt the pain. I felt what you probably went through, and so you have a way to really express in your music videos the emotions and the feelings of what you're going through. So that
Yeah,
one was great, dude, and especially with Life on the Edge. But I'm getting
thank you.
excited here, bro. I mean, it's not about me, bro. We're talking about you. But I want to I
No,
want to talk now about Life on the Edge, and then we're definitely going to go into your new album in the works. So let's start with Life on the Edge. What's the story behind that, man?
Life on the Edge. So I've been working with my friend James Mays and his band Missing Words, and then my other buddy Michael Oakley, who's up in Canada. And so they've sort of been co-producing my new album. And so
Oh,
James wrote the music to Life on the Edge, and we just started kicking it back and forth and came up with the title, basically Life on the Edge. And then yeah, just kind of riffed on it, and it's, I don't know, it was just like, you can hear it in the title, but just conceptually it's this song about, moving through life and just kind of feeling like you could fall at any minute. But as I say in the song, this won't be where my story ends. So it's just ultimately about navigating the trials and tribulations that life gives you, but ultimately knowing you're going to persevere through all of it.
yeah.
Um, and it doesn't make the danger go away, but it just knows that you have to just focus and move through it all. I have this other line where it's, I'm walking on a tightrope to the end. And that's kind of the feeling sometimes in life.
No,
You feel like you're just in this tight spot, and you're like, if I make one misstep, like I'm just gonna fall. And it does feel like that sometimes,
yeah,
but ultimately you just gotta keep moving forward, stay focused, and that's kind of what it is, man. We're all
yeah.
living life on the edge at one point or another.
That's right, man. And I take it when you were writing this song, that's how you were feeling to, yeah, bring this song out based on that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I kind of fluctuate between, I mean, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if you feel the same way, but there are times for me where I'm just like, yeah, everything is great. Everything is working out exactly as I wanted to. And then like a couple days later, I'm just like, oh fuck, man, what am I doing? Like, what is going on in my life right now? And so yeah, I think it was kind of one of those times when I was trying to figure out, like, what's going on with me right now. And
Mm.
um but yeah, I mean, it's in those moments that oftentimes for me the most art comes out, right?
Yeah, and I laughed for the fact that because I've been there, dude. I know how that
Yeah,
feels. Yeah. And because I'm feeling the same way. I mean, not today, but yeah, there's days where you're on, yeah, and you have your
yeah,
arm up like
yeah,
one of those,
yeah, like
superheroes.
Rocky.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, a few days later, you're like, God dang it, man! Like, you just like, and you put some sad music on, and you're
Hmm.
just like, but yeah, we
Yeah,
all go through the emotions, man. We're human, and being artistic as we are, you're very artistic as I am. In the music scene, film, this is part of it, dude. There's so much competition. There's so much what you're trying to portray. And of course,
yeah.
for being ourselves, you're being yourself, I'm being mine, but it's just you look at other stuff at times and you're just like, oh crap, all right, or you just never know, things that just right away trigger us and we're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, no, comparison is poison,
Yeah,
100%. Like
yeah,
I find if I just kind of focus on what I'm doing, like I can do it, but it's like when you start looking at other people, oh, like look at them, like oh, they're up there, they're doing this, and like you have to believe in yourself and keep
yeah,
pushing yourself, and just I keep doing this because I love it and it's fun,
yeah,
right? And
yeah,
if I get focused on other people and I start to get focused on what they're doing or what their level of success is, then you start to poison your own well a bit, and
that's
you
true,
can't
man.
do that. You just
Right.
got to keep believing in yourself and saying, like, I started doing this because I enjoy making music, and I'm going to keep doing that,
Yeah.
right? Because that's what I believe in, is the music and
Yeah.
seeing people enjoy it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. No, and that's great. I'm glad that you shared that because that's what's more important, bro. That's what's most important is loving what you do, the passion behind it. Like you said, don't look to the left or the right. You stay focused on you,
Hmm.
on the journey, and let just continue it. And once you know that you have that fire in you and just saying, I'm going because I love this. I wake up to this. You
Yeah,
know, I don't dwell on what other people are doing around me. I focus on this. That's good stuff, man. I'm glad.
exactly.
Yeah, man. So, Life on the Edge, how was like what was the journey making that music video? Like what was the experience like?
Oh my God, dude, that was it was insane. I have to give a huge shout out to Brad A. Canan. He directed Life on the Edge, and he also directed Giving Up on You. So I've worked
Dude,
with him,
yeah.
and you look at the two videos, and they're so stylistically
Oh,
different, but
yeah.
so they're both so amazing in their own
Yeah.
way. So we just kind of started how we always do. I sent him the track, um, and he was down, and we just started spitballing, right? We just kind of start talking, and Giving Up on You was way different. It was very narrative driven, right? There's a story, there's
Right.
characters, there's an arc to it. Um, and we wanted to do something different for Life on the Edge. So we went with something that was just much more aesthetic, right? It's much more visually based. And there is a story, right? But it's not as formulaic as Giving Up on You. Um, and I do most of my work down in Long Beach, and that's where he is. And so we just started basically talking about different shot ideas. So
Okay.
we have the shot on the bike where I'm cruising down the street.
Yeah.
That was right near Brad's house, and then he was the one who pitched the idea of Catalina Island, which is where the really cool shots of me up in the windowsill, and so I was like, yeah, dude, like that sounds dope. Um, and so we just used the ferry ride over to get a bunch of footage, and then we walked around all day. We went up to the Wrigley Memorial, and yeah, just try to get a bunch of cool shots. And
Wow.
I was up on ledges, trying not to fall off.
Well, good thing you didn't fall off, bro.
Yeah. Um, and then, yeah, most of the footage we used was from the ferry ride back because the sun was setting. Like,
Oh,
we caught
okay.
this gorgeous sunset, like just
Oh,
going behind Catalina Island.
yeah.
Um, and Yeah, man, there's this one shot towards the end where I'm like leaning over the side of the boat like that. And I'm just like, dude, I'm so fucking glad I did not fall out of that boat because it was already dark out.
Oh my
And like,
God,
and I
man.
like have these flashbacks to like if I had fallen out and just like swimming in this dark, cold water, just like, is there a shark in here or
Oh my
something?
God, bro. Yeah, good thing, dude.
I,
Jeez.
I look at that shot in particular and I'm like, God, I'm glad I didn't
Yeah.
fall out of the boat, man. But no, we had a blast. It was a 2 day shoot. One day was
Wow,
in
it's really
Long
good.
Beach. Yeah,
Wow.
and then the other day was in on the ferry ride in Catalina and
Yeah.
stuff, and it was just a blast, man. And I think it came together so well. If you guys haven't seen the video, go to YouTube, check out Valley Lights Life on the Edge, because it is just a sick video. It
Oh
looks like a
yeah.
Martin Scorsese film. Like,
Dude,
it's
for
dope.
real. Yeah. Yeah, and it's really life on the edge making that music video too. I mean, you guys were doing some really cool work with that, man.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
yeah.
Well, let's
No,
get into
Brad is a genius, man. Brad's
Oh
great.
yeah. I
So
mean,
shout out Brad Kinnan.
yeah, Brad, I just want to say great work. I love your work on his prior music video, Life on the Edge. Yeah, incredible work. So good job, man.
Thank you.
Let's get into the album. So you said you're in the process of finishing up an album?
Yeah, so this is my sophomore album, which is called Devil May Care. And yeah, I think it'll be out probably in 2 to 3 months, something like that.
Okay, cool, man.
I think we may drop one more single beforehand, but it's coming out this year. And I've been working on it since 2024. So
Wow, is that
I'm,
right?
mhm.
Dude.
So I'm really excited to get it out. And Yeah, just I'm super happy with it. Working with James and Michael has been awesome. Like they're such great dudes, and
Yeah.
the production on this album is just a huge step up from my previous. The songwriting is a step up. Like I feel like I've really progressed as an artist, and um, the first one, Two Lane Highway, was very like romantic. I would say that like
Okay.
I would say that is one of the core elements of it was sort of like nostalgia and romance, and this one is there's still elements of that, but I would say it's a little bit darker, a little bit more. Not to say Two Lane Highway was very personal, but
Okay.
I think maybe this is a little bit more self exploratory as opposed to being my first album was basically just like all songs written about my ex girlfriend, and I feel like this one has a little bit more of a self exploratory component
Oh,
to it.
that's
Like it's
cool.
not all
Yeah.
about you, like it's about me too, right?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. You had the album about you, now it's about me.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, it's been a blast, dude. My first album, I pretty much wrote on my own, and then this album, my record label Outland Recordings over in London got me in touch with Michael and James, and we just clicked from the very beginning. Like we're
Oh,
just a unit now, and they're more than just like producers. They're my friends. They're my mentors,
that's
and
cool, dude.
just great guys. And I'm just super happy that we got to share this experience together because, yeah, Devil May Care is going to be a sick album, man.
Yeah, I
And
bet, man. I'm looking forward to hearing it too, and hopefully late summer, right? And
mhm.
what's
Hopefully
the
early summer. We're in
or early
March.
summer? Yeah.
I'm hoping by like May, June.
Oh heck, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
early
May,
summer.
June we'll drop it. Yeah.
Okay. And then what's the plan for the album release? So you plan on having a release party? For
Yeah, I think um ideally what's going to happen is once we get the physicals like tapes, CDs, vinyls, I want to have a release show in Los Angeles,
cool.
and then my plan is to do like a mini tour, so like San Diego, like maybe start in LA. I don't know if we'll finish with the album release or not, but anyways, like mini tour, like San Diego,
Yeah.
LA, Vegas, San Fran, Portland,
Maybe
Seattle,
Phoenix.
maybe Phoenix. Yeah, we could do like the Southwest, but I
Yeah.
just think it'd be fun to get out and do, 4 or 5 dates, Devil May Care tour 2026. So
Dude.
that's what I'm thinking, and definitely an album release party in Los Angeles because that's where all my people are, and I just think it'd be fun to get everybody together and just sell some CDs, sell some tapes, sell some vinyls, and just everybody have a good time.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit you up, man. I'll hit you
Yeah,
up.
like, can you post it? I would love to try to make it out there for the release party. That'd be awesome.
I'll get you on the guest list. All right.
Oh, please do. Yeah, thanks. At least that, bro. Oh, well, I'm really happy for you, man. I mean, this is the second, right? The sophomore, like you said, and of the project of this album, and just what you have done already, man. Such an incredible journey for you. Like, I'm just
Oh, thanks,
impressed,
man.
right? Even here at my age, I'm 38, and you started at 36. But man, you have a long ways to go in Valley Lights, man. So.
Yeah, man. We're just getting started.
You're just getting started, man. And well, if you want to highlight one of the songs from your upcoming album, I mean, I don't know if it's Life on the Edge or there's another album. I mean, another song. But is there another one on there that you're very proud of that you're like, oh, I can't wait for the listeners to check this out?
Nah, I think I'm gonna go with Life on the Edge, man.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just been the vibe lately. It's just
Yeah.
living life on the edge, just out here, just doing things, man. Just um yeah, I just think that that song really captures where I'm at lately, and just continuing to push
Uh,
forward, push through all the nonsense, and just keep having fun with it.
Nice, man. Very cool. Now, I always like to ask my guests this that are especially musicians, uh, for your style of music, who has inspired you? with your journey that's already out there doing their own 80s feel, retro?
Um, so to be honest with you, my inspirations kind of lie outside of synthwave. Like
Oh, it
I
is?
got to go with like Jim Morrison from the
Oh,
Doors.
cool, man. All right.
Um, I got like New Order, The Cure,
Oh, yeah.
um, Metalhead, Children of Bodom. Like I have a lot of like wide inspirations. The Killers, I would say
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
sort of a seed for this style of music, but inside the scene, um, Ollie Ride, he's huge. Michael Oakley, Missing Words, Elevate the Sky, um, The
Yeah.
Midnight.
Okay.
Um, there's a lot of really cool people in the scene doing stuff, and yeah, I think it's just I try to keep my style kind of diverse, and I think it's because I bring not only the synthwave influences, but
Yeah.
all the other stuff that I grew up listening to with me.
Very cool, man. Yeah. Great list too. I liked your group of people that have inspired you. Like for me, it's definitely David Bowie and Brian
Hmm.
Ferry, um,
Hmm.
Phil Collins from Genesis and Peter Gabriel and Sting. Like their way of
Nice.
songwriting, dude, it's just like, oh. But lately I have been a lot more in the 80s. Like I'm planning on going to see the Human League here in Vegas.
Oh, sick.
They're
Oh
coming
yeah,
out,
I
dude,
saw
they're
they're
going
on
out to
tour.
LA
Yeah.
too. Yeah, they're going out there to LA area, so hopefully you can check
Yeah.
them out. But
Um,
dude, go
I
ahead.
mean, at the end of the day, it's just about doesn't matter what genre, right? It's just
Yeah,
about good songwriting, good
that's right,
songs.
man.
Like it
Yeah,
doesn't matter. I don't have to listen to synthwave all day. Like I draw my inspiration from people who inspire me and who just create good music, and then you just take that with you, and
yeah,
and you're that's where the inspiration comes from is just other people creating great music that inspires you.
that's right, man. Yeah, well said on that. Well, for those to stay updated with your projects, to follow you on your new album release and your shows later this year, what's the links to find you on social media?
My primary is going to be Instagram, which is Valley Lights Official. And then on Spotify, I'm Valley Lights. But you can find me everywhere, Twitter, I mean, X, um,
Nice.
TikTok, pretty Facebook, whatever. But if you want to get in touch with me, hit me on Instagram, follow me on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. If you want to support, you can go to Bandcamp and buy the tracks. You can buy physicals. I have CDs and cassettes of my first album, Two Lane
Right.
Highway, and the new album, Devil May Care, when it comes out. All the physicals will be there on Bandcamp. But yeah, give me a follow, say hi. Um, and yeah, man, it's been great
Sounds
chopping it
good.
up with you.
Yeah, man. Well, I was gonna ask, are you planning on doing pre-orders for the new album when it comes out?
I'll probably post about it. We're in
Okay.
the final stages of getting all the design work done for the cassettes and tapes, and
Very cool.
I imagine we will be. I'll have to talk to my record label. But yeah, most likely we'll be doing pre-orders because that's always the way to go.
Nice, man. Cool. All
Yeah,
right.
but
Well,
you'll
thank
be
you.
you'll be able to find that information on my socials when it happens.
Okay. Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching on this episode with Valley Lights. And if you'd like to come on to share your story on Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas, my Instagram is Joshua Jacob Official. I believe every story matters. Every story can impact someone's life to keep going, to have that life on the edge experience, just like what we talked about earlier today. But you never know, every bit, it's a blessing to have guests on and just share their testimony, their story, because we're all going through something. We're all on this journey, this road. And when you see that, we're all doing what we love, it inspires you to keep going. So, man, it's always a blessing to have you on, bro. Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you
Yeah.
so much for having me, bro. Anytime. It's great chopping it up with you, dude. And yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and congrats again on your music video, Life on the Edge, for coming out. So,
Thank you so much, man.
you're welcome. All right, guys, this is Joshua Jacob, Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas.